Welcome to Living 757. How are you, Ashley?
I'm good. I missed you.
I know, I miss you too, guys. So excited to be back.
Oh my gosh. So I have to know, how was it visiting your home country after so much time?
Actually, it was 15 years, Ashley. 15 years that I went back to my country, Uruguay. And it was amazing time, to be honest. I enjoy it. It's so different, the city. Like new constructions, new cars. When I lived, I saw the Fiat Uno and all these old cars. Now everybody have a new car, very small cars, but it was new cars everywhere. The highways. I don't know, I saw a lot of people everywhere. It was amazing. And I spent time with my friends and family. Wow, what a blast.
So things were very different than the last time you were there, but were they also the same?
No, I think everything was different.
Everything was different, okay.
The only good thing was the food, because, I've missed my food and I ate so much. I don't want to get to that part.
Well, you can't tell. You look
black
great.
Today. You cannot tell. But no, I have a great time, to be honest. In something that was super funny, I spent some time with my boys, right? My kids are 29 and 24. Yes, I know. Do your own math. Don't tell me how old I am. But going out with them and their friends, I can blame very easy because my energy, but they were so amazed by my age. I was dancing all night and my boys everybody was tired. And I was like, dun, dun, dun. And they were like, girl, you're dancing all night? And I'm like, yes. And they think maybe I was around 35. It's like, no, keep adding. But yes, something like that. And another thing, Ashley, they were asking me where are you from? Venezuela, Colombia? I'm like, no, I'm from here. But for them, I lost my accent, my Uruguayan accent. I lost it a little bit. And it was funny when they asked me if I was from Colombia or from Venezuela or any other country, but not from my own country. I was like, I'm from here, guys. Yeah, it was funny.
That's funny.
Yes, it was.
And I'm not shocked at all that people thought you were younger because, honey, you look good.
Girl, I don't know, but I have a blast. I have a really nice time. And, I know everybody was going to be watching, my cousins, my family. Great girl that I met in Montevideo shopping. She did my hair. So, oh my God, everybody was so cool. Yes.
And now you're back.
And what is Quincy? I'm back and he's gone.
He gone. You know what?
What?
I think honestly, he got really tired of me gloating about the Washington Commanders and decided to take a few weeks off to
Well, I saw your TikTok. I think he runs away from you because he doesn't want to face the fact that you guys win. How about that? Quincy, come back. We love you. It's okay.
Yes, come back. We love you. No, but he is on cruises for a couple weeks. Working.
Let's see if this 2025 we can make him take us with him. Yes.
And you know what's funny? You're back. And did you notice that there's someone else back?
No, who is back? I know someone took my spot last week.
Right.
And I'm looking everyone behind the cameras because someone told me, but I don't know exactly who was. Do you have anything to show me?
Thanks, Paul.
Thanks, Paul.
But, hold up, Paul? Time out.
Hey guys, I saw you here myself. I figured, I'm gonna join the crew.
Sir.
Oh, okay.
Hold up. Didn't we do a whole
we do a whole goodbye segment?
A goodbye show for you, bro?
I came back for the Chick-fil-A.
Really?
Yeah,
Time
I was
out.
Quincy.
No,
Willie
please.
always
Stop.
pinch me.
I've never
Will
done
you
that.
pinch me, Quincy, today?
What? So, you know what? I am, number one, we miss you, buddy, and we happy that you're back, but you just fit right on in. Where did you get a chair? We didn't even have a chair. You had a
Well,
microphone.
Patricia wasn't here, and I'm gonna slip right in. The funny thing is, I still got the same pants on. I never took them off. They're gonna start walking by themselves if they're that dirty.
All
I'm
right,
telling you.
well, Paul, some things don't change
Well,
unless
welcome
you
back.
changing your
I
pants.
will never change. That's why I'm back.
Hey, man, thank you, and welcome back. It's 2025, and we got Paul back. Thank you, Paul.
Absolutely, guys.
All right, now move your chair out of here. I don't know how you squoze your way.
Who's manning
in
your
this.
camera?
Unbelievable. Like, get on the camera. Okay, all right.
Well, apparently I cannot leave because someone that I'm pointing right now. Okay, Paul, do you? Okay, I got you, Paul. I cannot leave right now. Now, quick question.
Wait, no.
Do you still have the same
we
pants?
We need to go back to Paul.
No, go back
Are
to
those
him.
the same pants?
Oh, no. Okay, I need... Paul, do you have many of those? Or you wash them? Or, I'm concerned right now. He said he got a lot.
He
so-
washed them.
Yeah,
he washed them. We're good.
Oh, it's cold. Oh, it is the coolest show in town. Speaking of cold, Ashley, I came back with snow. That was crazy.
Yes. Like, the background was real.
I know,
It
but-
snowed for the first time since Adrian was little.
I know.
And I think he would have stayed outside in it until his appendages froze off if we didn't make him come in.
Yeah, well, for me coming from the summertime and I came here, I was like, oh my gosh, I started putting on my winter clothes. But speaking of winter, you know that we have to also mention due to the lower temperatures, the local animal shelters, they need our help. The community is in need because the Portsmouth Humane Society is facing a heating emergency. They need foster families for medium and large dogs. Due to this winter weather, Ashley, their HVAC system is not working and they are relying on space heaters to keep these pets warm. So we are asking the community if you can foster one of these animals, medium and large dogs. They are in need of your house right now. They're still operating the shelters, but it's just,
Or if there are any HVAC companies watching, contact
Please.
Portsmouth Humane
Yes.
and offer to help fix their heat.
Yes, please do.
Please.
Something that we can do for our...
Please. And
Yes.
then let us know that you did it and we'll have you on as a thank you.
Yes, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. They aren't the only ones who are providing help for their community. We talk about Mercy Chefs. We've talked about them several times on the show.
Yeah.
And right now, they are actually out in SoCal. They're in my former home of Los Angeles, and they are distributing hot, homemade meals to victims, to first responders, to volunteers. They are serving a few thousand a day, and the devastation there is just wild. But the thing is that Mercy Chefs provide something that kind of reminds you of everyday normal life. Mm-hmm. And it's so important what they're doing because a lot of time you don't even know what your next move is. You don't know where your next meal is coming from. Well, they're providing home cooked meals. And not only that, they are still in Western North Carolina after Hurricane Helene. Yeah. They're still there providing meals to people who need them there.
Yeah.
So their motto is you're human, like humans are humans no matter where you live. So even though they're based right here in the 757, they are helping everywhere after disasters.
Yes, and like you just mentioned it right, after any devastation like these disasters, people are so in need and just have a meal ready for their families. They're already going through a lot and also have to be worried about food and all the stuff. So yes, we need more people like them. Thank you so much for the work. Yes. Now, 2025 comes with a lot of changes, and I know you need some friends. Do you need some friends? I need some friends. And guess what? I have 3 girls to introduce you guys, and they're beautiful Wakaya alpacas.
Look at that hair.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you the names: Maricela, Elena, and Moonsinger. These girls are waiting for your visit. They just joined the VA Sioux family. Look at them. They're so cute. Maricela, she's the beige fleece, and she's 7 years old. And Moonsinger and Elena, they are 2 years old. They're just ready there with the zoo, at the zoo, waiting for you guys to welcome them. And what they're cute,
They are
3
so
beautiful
cute.
girls.
And their hair is fabulous.
Yes.
And speaking of friends, there is a new exhibit coming to the Children's Museum of Virginia. That is the Thomas and Friends Explore the Rails exhibit. It starts on January 25th, runs all the way through April 27th. And for anybody who has little kids, you know who Thomas and Friends are.
Yes.
You can explore the island of Sodor, and you can make famous stops from the show like Knapford Station and Sodor Steamworks. And you can put yourself in the middle of the adventure. You can help be an engineer. This is something I know I'm gonna take my kids to.
Yes.
And I watched Thomas when I was little. it's crazy, like
And I
that
know you
it's
love to do
transcended
that.
this many generations. I'm not going
Yes.
to age myself here, but I think I just did.
Well,
anyways.
I already did those kind of activities, but question for you. Do you remember the Fighting Jamesons?
Yes.
Do you remember them?
I do.
Guess what? They're gonna be this Friday at the venue at
the Vanguard?
Elevation 27. They're gonna be playing like there. So they're amazing. Their sound, their unique style. Elevation 27 is gonna be this Friday. The Fighting Jamesons. I love them. Do you remember them, right?
Yeah.
Their sounds really good.
Oh yeah, they're great. They're so good live. So if you haven't seen them, they're locally based. And they put on a fantastic show. So definitely head out to Elevation
should go
27
there.
and see them. And you know what else is fantastic?
What else?
Our show.
Yes,
The
it
show we have
is.
for you today. You guys get ready because we have a full show of fun stuff. We have a podcast host, Randy Wilson, and we are taking care of our local seniors.
That is right, Ashley. And we have music, like always, at the end of the show. But coming up next, we're helping our communities. And guess what? We're helping everybody today. So don't go anywhere. We have a great show for all of you guys. Stay tuned.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Welcome back to Living 757. Ashley, you know our next guest, he's making the difference here in our community. And guess what? His podcast, the Randy Wilson Podcast, is known for his vibrant content. And today we have the pleasure to have Randy Wilson with us. Let's welcome to the show. How are you, Randy?
Thank you for having me. I'm great.
Yeah, so exciting because
I'm very excited.
you're known for a lot going on and your background is amazing.
Thank you so much.
He looks very humble though.
I know.
And I read his bio and it's like I was not finished yet. But anyways, first of all, thank you for being with us today. Now, question, your background in mental health and counseling, that help you to manage your podcast? Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, that may be what you catching with my demeanor, just because I've been involved working with so many people with severe mental illness, and so it has helped position me for my podcast to know how to have conversations with a very broad, diverse group of people.
That is great because I think it's very important. But Randy also be involved in theater, musical. Like you have so many hats, and I think that's a very important key when you have your guest.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And you said you've spoken to a broad range of people. A lot of those people you've had on your podcast have been really influential people, like
yes.
big names.
Yes.
So how do you go back making contact with them and getting them on your show?
A lot of it, I think, just based on my reputation and being a person who's really invested in community and trying
Yeah.
to be a difference maker. And so I think that adds the credibility.
Right.
And I was a liberal arts kid growing up, so I've been very connected with community, culture, and I think it all relevant. We all live in the same community. We just play different roles.
Yep.
And so I try to bring the skill set that I have in behavioral health to just everyday society and talking to everybody.
Now, being involved in music, theater, in so many things, and also coaching, counselor, life coaching.
Yes.
How do you decide, like, okay, let me do this podcast and help the communities because you are involved in everything now?
Maybe similar to how you guys choose guests. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter what industry a person's in as long as that they're making a difference, they're an impact player, and that I know that people want to hear what they got to say.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's important. Like, selfishly, I may want to talk to them, but if other people are not intrigued or interested, I just try to stay away from it. So.
Yeah, and
Then you can just have those conversations off
Yeah.
camera
Yeah.
or off mic. You have done something that we strive to do here in most segments where you relay meaningful information, but you try to do it in an engaging and
Yeah.
fun way.
Yeah.
How do you kind of go about making sure that your content walks that kind of fine line?
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate you sharing that. I mean, I definitely try to use humor, but I mean, what you see with me on my podcast is pretty much who I am. So it's not really an act. When I first got into it, selfishly, it was because I was sitting in the basement, bored, watching all these things on my phone, and I'm like, I could do that. You know, it's basement talk, it's locker room talk.
Yes.
I think probably what helps me kind of steer that line is knowing that I'm married. And my wife's gonna keep me accountable. I have a son.
Smart girl.
You know, I have a son, so I have children that I know that look at me too. So
Yes.
I want to be cool enough to be relevant to them, but also,
Yeah.
you know, smart enough to make sure that I'm not conflicting with the sources of how I bring in income, because
Yeah.
it's not just podcasting.
Yes,
Right.
we're seeing now some pictures from the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
I know you just saying like it's very cool, very organic. And do you ever have an experience like as someone just go out of the blue line and just say like, hey, or get mad at it? And how do you have to contain that situation?
If I'm receiving it through an email?
Yes, no, like right there in the podcast, like with you, next to
Oh
you.
yeah. Well, I will say this. I kind of learned to have people sign disclosure statements so that, you know, I own the content, because I do get a lot of people sometimes upset with how I may have cut something. But I haven't had like too bad of a situation. Someone said recently that, you know, I'm good enough to have street cred, but also political enough to know how to walk that line. I guess a lot of it has to do with having a background in mental health.
Yes. Well, I like that what you just say. So now we're gonna put you on the test. And how about if we're gonna reverse the situation? We are going to be your guest, and you're
Cool.
gonna be asking us questions. Are you ready for that, Ashley?
Yep.
Just walk us through how your podcast work.
Now you're the host.
beginning. You are the host.
So I like to end a lot of my episodes with a game, a
Okay.
rapid fire game, where I ask you questions. You don't think,
Okay.
you just
Okay.
impulsively
Okay.
respond, right?
Got you.
Got
And
this.
so you both will respond. And so you're both apparently young people, okay? But when you're younger versions of yourself, who was your childhood celebrity crush?
Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Tom Cruise.
Okay, this is good. All right. Has that changed over the years?
Yes, it does.
Yes.
Yep.
So is Jonathan Taylor still someone that you? No.
No, still JT though. Justin Timberlake.
Got it.
Timberland, hey girl.
What about you?
Now it's Cheyenne. It's a singer, Latin singer. So
Okay.
yeah, I moved to Puerto Rico.
Got you. You know, Justin Timberlake's DJ is a Virginia native.
It
Andrew
is.
Heights.
We know
We
him.
had him on.
Hey,
Oh, did you?
Andrew Heights.
Hey, Andrew.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, we follow him.
Cool. It's a new year. Did you start the year with any type of like New Year's resolutions or goals or?
We going there.
Trying to drink more water.
Yeah.
Trying to start working out. Going back to the gym.
Hey, you look like y'all
We'll
working
get
out.
there.
Oh my God, yes, it's one of them.
All right. So what is on the horizon for 2025 here in the first quarter? What are you most excited for?
For me, it's making
The
smart.
Washington Commanders.
Making smart choices.
Yeah.
And yes, value my
Love
time
that.
better. Yes.
How about you?
Yeah.
What's on the horizon?
I have a co-host, a new co-host.
Hey.
Yeah. She couldn't get her makeup done in time for the
Nikki.
day show.
That's
Yes.
okay.
But I'm really excited about introducing her. So people will start seeing her as in a staple seat. So that's
Wow.
cool.
Thank you so much,
Thank
Randy,
you.
for all this. This is great. I love it. I think we should ready to go to your podcast and having like a
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
meaningful
We're going to
conversations.
talk about that during this package, but we gotta talk.
Yes.
All right.
Well,
Thank
once
you
again,
so
thank
much.
you so
Thank
much.
you
We have
so
all
much.
his info right there on the screen. If someone wants to follow him and watch the Randy Wilson podcast, it's amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I appreciate
Now,
it.
earlier in the show, we talked about a local nonprofit who is serving meals to people in their time of need in my former home of Los Angeles. And they pride themselves on being there for people when disaster strikes.
Scoop and push, scoop and push.
I believe there is a better way to feed people that had just lost everything. And so Mercy Chefs was formed out of that love, out of that passion to care for people with a plate of food. People after a storm oftentimes haven't even taken the time to contemplate their situation. They're just in the middle of it. And over that shared meal, often they think for the first time, what has happened to me?
Max, you were here for the storm? Must have been pretty scary, huh? I'm glad you made it through, little man.
They get to leave the chaos, they get to sit around a table and share a meal. And in that time, they can make a plan for how they're going to get through the next few hours. They can figure out how they're going to get their kids back to school if the school is open. And so it creates more than just the meal itself, and I find a lot of satisfaction in that. I think that's really a pretty amazing thing.
We believe that neighbors helping neighbors is one of the best ways to do recovery. We're working now with over 16 agencies in the 7 cities area. We only do food. We don't do the enrichment part. But when we partner with somebody that is doing homework assistance or weekend care or after school programs, we're able to bring that high quality, nutritious food into communities that don't see that all the time. And it makes all those programs even more effective.
So we partner with all kinds of agencies, from the Portsmouth Health Department to 4Kids to the Southeastern Food Bank to Park Place School, and we cook food for them or do training around food, and that's a part of a program that they have that is making a difference in the community.
Just the difference that Mercy Chef has made for us, just the kids are not as angry anymore. They are simply coming in and having the ability to learn and not think about their stomach growling, and that's a big plus.
Before Mercy Chefs, the teachers would have to buy lunch meat or peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and kind of put them together and do the best they could to provide for the kids.
Right now, these kids have a great opportunity to eat, and then they can go into the classroom being filled, so they can have no problem with learning. Like, the focus is learning, not how much food I gotta eat later because I'm hungry. When I get home, I need to eat a meal. No, eat the meals here. When you get the opportunity, you have another meal for lunch. Can't beat it. Kids are very thankful.
1 in 6 children in Hampton Roads go to bed hungry at night. 1 in 6. And with our skill set, with what we're able to do, we just didn't think that we could watch that anymore. And so we began a very purposeful entry into community feeding and being socially responsible with how we used our assets in between disasters. I'm asked all the time, why do you do this? And I know why I do it. I get this incredible personal satisfaction out of it. I feel rewarded. This is what I was wired and built to do. I get to see people's lives changed. I know all the reasons that I do it, but I think the bigger question is, why don't more people do this? This is an incredible thing. Why don't more people get involved?
Well, what a great job. I love what that he does all the time, Mercy Chef, always helping those in need.
I know, and it's really huge that they are still in Western North Carolina. At the same time, they're across the country in Los Angeles dealing with a different kind of disaster. But one of their main points is that people are people no matter where you live. So
yes,
they come to your communities and they help.
Yes, and anybody can help also. They can join his mission. I think
Yes.
it's great. And I know you would love to do that because you are very fan of that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, we have to hit the pause button for a minute, but when we return, it's everybody's favorite time of year, or maybe not. It's tax time, and we have a professional in-house to answer all of your questions.
Taxes, girl?
Be right back.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Welcome back to Living 757. Now, this next segment is something that I feel should be taught in school, right?
Yes.
Because let's face it, taxes can be kind of daunting to a lot of people.
Yes.
But fear not, our next guest is here to make sure we are prepared this tax season. Let's welcome Deidre Moon.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi there. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming because, like I said, taxes can be so daunting. And for somebody who doesn't know what they're doing, it's really scary.
Downright scary, in
It
fact.
is scary. And a lot of questions comes to place, and I know we are in tax season now. I think the big one for me, back in those days when I didn't know anything about taxes, what is the difference between W-2 and a 1099? Because some people, I ask them like their taxes and they ask me like, oh, do you have a 1099 W-2? I was like, I didn't know what was the difference.
Okay, this is a really good question, and it's really common, you guys. So when you are an actual employee of an organization, of a company, let's say a big, Fortune 500 company, you're an employee. And so when you're an employee, you'll receive a W-2.
Okay.
When you are a contractor, some people call it an independent contractor. That means you're technically not an employee. Even though you work for the organization, you're considered a contractor and you are issued a 1099. So the difference between the W-2 and a 1099 lies in your employment status. Were you hired as an employee? That means W-2. Were you hired as a contractor? That means 1099.
For example, just in a very regular words for me, if I cut the grass or I just work for and I clean houses, that means I'm an independent contractor, even if I go to your house to do the service. But I'm an independent contractor, right?
That
1099.
is correct. 1099,
Okay,
that is correct. Any work that you guys do, and I know sometimes people may have somewhat of a side hustle.
Yes.
They may do some of the Uber or Lyft and that type of thing. Those are going to be 1099 contract positions,
Right.
Because they are not an employee of that organization.
Correct.
So if you go and clean some houses, you're probably going to get a 1099.
Perfect.
So, as a 1099 employee, or as a 1099 contractor, why might it be beneficial to start an LLC in your name?
Oh, wow. Okay, so LLC, I love this conversation because we all hear the buzzword or the buzz acronym LLC, right? We hear it on social media. We hear it all over the place. What's an LLC? Get your LLC. Okay, so LLC stands for Limited Liability Company, okay? This is something you get from the state. Now, I can only speak about the state of Virginia because that's where my expertise lies. But you get your LLC in Virginia to protect your personal assets. So let me give you an example, you guys.
Okay.
Let's say you're doing some house cleaning, okay? You are going out and you're cleaning houses on the weekend. Well, if you are doing that just as an individual, you have no protection underneath just your name.
Oh.
But if you're doing it under your LLC, then your personal assets
Will be protected.
will be protected.
it.
That's
Yes.
absolutely
All
right.
right.
So when you think LLC, think protection.
Protection. Okay.
Yes.
Now we have a
yes,
perfect
yes.
word. Now, speaking of protection, we're gonna play a quick game about myths and facts that we can have real situations.
Oh,
the
goodness.
question's gonna be on the screen. We're gonna read it, and we have two cards here, and then you can explain us if it's a fact or if it's a myth. Are you ready for that?
Okay.
Okay, let's play a game. You wanna start?
Myth or fact? Only people with children are eligible for a tax refund.
What do you girls think?
Myth.
Okay. Well, you know what? This is a really common misunderstood question. That is a myth.
Oh.
Okay, so here's my 2-second spiel, okay? Getting a refund can or cannot be a great thing. Very often, you're getting a refund of money that you've already paid.
Oh, that makes sense.
So think about it, you know.
So it's like you're loaning the government your money.
Interest-free.
Wow.
Which one of us has
Let's see.
a credit card that is interest-free?
Okay,
None
teacher,
of
let's
us,
do
right?
one more question because time is running. Okay, myth or fact? Tax season is year-round.
What do you guys think?
Myth.
Myth.
That is a fact.
Oh.
Tax season is year-round. Though we have a filing requirement for our individual returns on April 15th, Tax season is all year round. My firm is available 365, and things happen at other times of the year other than 4/15.
Oh.
So year round.
Year round. Okay, I think we have time for one more, Ashley.
Last question. You cannot claim your pet as a dependent. Oh. Fact.
That's a fact.
Yay!
As much as we love our pets and our
Yes.
animals, unfortunately, they don't qualify as dependents. They probably should, but they don't.
Right.
Yeah, well, where is your office located if some people want to reach out to you?
Sure. We are located at 2697 International Parkway, Parkway 1, Suite 103, Virginia Beach, Virginia 23452. Now, if you don't remember all of that, we're near Lynn Haven Mall.
Don't worry, because we have all the info on the screen. Thank you so much, Deidre, for these amazing tips. I think
Yes,
we all
thank
need it,
you.
right?
Absolutely.
Yes. Thank you so much. Now, Ashley, if you don't find the right time to work and also work out, guess what? We have the special tips just for you to work in your office.
Hi, I'm Jim White, registered dietitian and exercise physiologist. We're working from home more than ever these days, and it's really important that we get movement throughout our day. Research shows that sitting is the new smoking. Today, I'm gonna show you 6 exercises you can do in your own home office. The first exercise is the wall sit. Slide your back down the wall and have a 90-degree bend at the knee. Hold this for 60 seconds. Next is the desk or wall push-up. Lower yourself until your chest almost touches the desk or wall. Then press back up. A good exercise for the core is the plank. Having your hands or elbows on the ground with a flat back, engaging the core and the shoulders. Our fourth exercise is mountain climbers. Begin in the plank position. Bring your knees towards your chest and do this for 45 seconds. For the cardiovascular system, try jumping jacks. A good tip is make sure your arms are going all the way over your head. A final exercise which everyone should be doing is walking. When you get a break from work, go outside, enjoy the fresh air, and walk for 30 minutes around your neighborhood. I know it's hard to fit in exercise throughout the day, but with these easy home workout fitness tips, you can burn off some stress and have a good work-life balance. For more fitness and nutrition tips, visit jimwhitefit.com.
You know, it's really hard in today's like busy, fast-paced life to find time to, you know, work out and to work. So I feel like working out in your office is like the perfect happy medium.
Yes, thank you so much to Jim White for those great tips. And now we're helping our community all this show today. And guess what? Don't go anywhere, because after the break, we're helping seniors. Just come back.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Welcome back to Living 757. Today's show was great. We've been helping our community, and now it's time for our seniors. Senior Services of Southeastern Virginia is the largest agency in the area, and we want to learn everything about their mission. And for that, we're gonna welcome Charnita Waters. How are you?
Good, thank you for having us.
We're so happy to have you. And like I said before, we've been helping our community. Now, for those that they don't know about your mission, what is Senior Services?
Yes, Senior Services of Southeastern Virginia. We are the largest area agency on aging in the state of Virginia. We cover the entire Southampton Roads area, so from Norfolk all the way back through Isle of Wight County. And our mission is that we are focused on catering to older adults, seniors, and their caregivers and veterans to really help them ensure that they age in place. So providing access to those services and those supports for those seniors in need.
Well, I love that, and I love the mission. Now, you just mentioned a few things. You provide services not just for the seniors, also for military families and their the care people, right? Can we explain about those services in detail?
Yes, so Senior Services provides a host of areas, services and supports to transportation, to Meals on Wheels, to veterans directed care, benefits, counseling, wellness classes, emergency relief services, and so much more. Fitness classes out at our Hayden Center and housing.
Wow, that is a lot. Now, we're looking now at some pictures. This is, I believe, is the place and how this work. Can you walk me through, like, how do they sign in? What is the age? Like, how that is the process?
Yes, so the bulk of our services are catered to older adults, age 60 and up. We are a recipient of the Older American Act funds, and so that's a part of the funding criteria. And so for older adults who are interested in services, our caregivers, what they do is they call our main office line. So our resource specialist is at 757-461-9481 to ask about services that they may be interested in or have a need for, whether it's meals, access to transportation, attendance to our senior centers, activities out at our Hayden Center, and so much more.
Wow, it is a lot, I know. But you just mentioned like they can sign in with their 60 or plus, right?
Yes.
How about their like a financial place? Like you guys provide that help as well?
Yes, so we do. So our emergency relief program, where we assist seniors for emergency services or crisis, it is short time limited, and it is definitely depending on funding availability, but things such small as utility assistance, or maybe a senior may need access to a walker, or those types of things we will assist with if we have funding available to assist with emergency relief.
Well, I love that because sometimes they don't have the access. So now, Charnita, we know fitness is a great part of this recovery for our seniors, and we have to keep moving. And for that, we're gonna move to the next stage because we're gonna do a demo. We have Monica right here. How are you? Good. So I'm gonna sit right here, and you're gonna walk us through how this program works, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So as you share, you know, fitness is a part of keeping those seniors healthy, active, and engaged. And so what I'm gonna demonstrate with Monica, and we'll be able to show you, is just a sample of an exercise that we do out at our Hayden Center to keep those seniors moving. So we'll start with some bicep curls. So our palms are up, and then we'll typically work one side at a time. So we'll do 6 on the left and 6 on the right. The intent of these exercise movements is to really engage your motion, really help with the daily function. You know, if you don't use it, you lose it. So you keep those muscles moving. So we'll do 6 on the left and 6 on the right. So we could start with the left, 6, 1.
So we're gonna continue doing 6 with the same arm first, right?
Yes.
Now, if we don't have weights, we can do this with bottle of water, with a can, something that maybe we already have at home, right?
Absolutely. These movements can be easily done from the home. Whether you have access to the weights, you can use your household items, water bottles, cans, as long as you're sitting in that chair or even standing. It is for everyone to just keep us moving.
I love that. So being active is very important.
Yes. And then we'll do some hammer curls. So the hammer curls is just like you're holding a hammer, and we'll do the same. So we'll do 6 on the left and 6 on the right.
Okay, I'm gonna follow Monique. Yes, girl, I need some exercise.
Yes.
It's good to start sitting in the chair because, you know, sometimes you get tired.
Yes. And the key is to really, again, we're using muscles that we typically use day to day to help us lift those things and really just keep moving and keep our endurance.
And how important is for seniors when they are doing these kind of fitness classes with you guys and they feel like, you know, you can feel that they are activating and they're happy doing it.
Absolutely. And so they're there to socialize with their friends and keep moving. And then the last thing we'll do, and our seniors love this, is the overhead presses, because this is where we're going to raise our arms up, and we're just going to raise them up together, reach over our head, inhale and exhale safely. And the key is that we want to engage our arm muscles and really be able to build our strength there. Again, as safely, take it slow if you need to. The idea is to just keep moving.
Well, Monica's gonna keep doing that really quick because the segment is gonna be over soon. Where they can find you out, like people?
Absolutely. So again, our main office number is 757 461-9481, or you can go to our website if you have access to the internet or a friend that could check the website for you. That is www.sseva.org. Again, that's www.seva.org. And I'll throw in here, we have a gala coming up in March. We invite you all to come out.
I love you, girl. You did it. She's amazing. Well, Monica's going to continue doing the exercises. We're going to keep moving right here. But I know other things that move us is music. And Ashley have a special guest.
That's right, Patricia. When we're ending the end of a show, it's always kind of bittersweet because we know that we have to say goodbye, but we also know that we get to meet an amazing local artist. So let's welcome Raspy Soul. Hi.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm great, man. Happy to be here. Thank you.
Also have to say hi to Mom.
Hey, Mom.
He said that you watched, so
yes,
hi, Mom.
She's going to lose her top. I know she is.
Hi. Well, let's take it way back. How'd you get started?
You know, as a singer, you started in church. I don't know. Good R&B starts in church. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but you start from being an R&B artist in church.
Yeah, that's pretty hardcore.
Yeah, for sure. Then it translated to, sneaking downstairs in the den to listen to records, Donny Hathaways, Van Doors, things of that nature. And I gained a love for this music period. And the 90s came around and 90s R&B came, and I was like, there's so much love and emotion and feeling in that.
Oh, yeah.
I want to do that.
You can feel it.
I want to do that. So that's basically what I've tried my best to just replicate that love, that emotion, and that feeling.
So as somebody who's super talented and also loves the emotion behind music, can you kind of talk me through your creative process?
It's amazing. It is because it's just a.
I'll press your shoulder.
Right. It's just a feeling. Again, you can't do anything without that feeling and that emotion when it comes to music.
Right.
To me, you're just recording for no reason. And it translates. People feel it. People, when they hear that note that you hit, they're like, oh my God, I felt it. They hear the words that resonate with them. So my creative process is just sitting and allowing my mind to just think about things that I've been through personally. I'll listen to a story of someone that is going through something and it'll resonate with me. And I'm an empath, so I feel people's pain. So when I go to sing a song, I feel that same amount of pain. And there's times when I'm in the studio, I'm like, man, what's going on, bro? But I feel it, so I try to make sure I understand everybody else when I sing and give them love. Yes. I don't know. Don't know what Christ is doing.
Well, what is coming up next for you? What do you have going on?
We have a lot going on. We ironically, 757, have a new viral video. I posted a video of me singing a proposal for one of my best friends, and it is now almost at 500K in a matter of 6-7 days on the views, and I'm happy about that. I have a Valentine's Day show coming up at the casino this weekend. Just a little bit of everything. I do paint parties. I'm a host of R&B and Paint, where I sing live to people, in front of people while we're painting.
That's fun.
Our next spot is going to be at Beach House 757. So tap into Raspy Soul and you'll see everything that I do. I break dance occasionally.
Really?
Yeah. On the corner of Newtown Road and
You're all over the 7 cities.
I want hometown to love me. And once hometown loves you and lifts you up, and everywhere else you go, that love will lift you up.
So quickly, tell me about the song you're singing today.
The song I'm singing today is actually the very first song I recorded back in 2018. Shout out to Terrific and Black Light Studios. I just wanted to record a song about love and up-tempo and make people feel good. Something you can sing along to, whether you can sing or you cannot sing. But when you're in the shower, I need you to go at it.
Oh my gosh, everybody sounds better in the shower.
Listen, with that Head & Shoulders bottles of shampoo, that's your microphone, you go to work.
Yes.
You go to work.
Or if the shower head comes off, that works too.
See,
Now, before we get out of here, where can people follow you and find you on social media?
Ladies and gentlemen, you can follow me as Raspy Soul, RASPYSOUL, on all social platforms. I love music, and I hope you love music like I do. And if you do, I'm the guy.
He's your guy. You heard it straight out of the horse's mouth. Well, Raspy Soul, we have to take a quick break, but you guys do not move your booties out of your seats. He's performing right after the break, and you don't want to miss it.
This segment is brought to you by Stanton Optical.
Book an eye exam or walk into Stanton Optical today to meet with one of our eye care specialists for same-day eye exams and same-day glasses. Stanton Optical. Easy's our thing.
Welcome back to the coolest show in town. And welcome back to you. It was so good to have you back.
Thank you, guys. I was happy to be back, to be honest. No, I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could stay on vacation.
I mean, nobody's shocked.
No. Just because the weather. No.
Yeah,
I love it.
I mean, we've had a full show,
Yes.
and it's been full of community and people helping people.
I love that.
I do too.
Yes.
I do too. And do you know what this month is?
No, I do not. Refresh my mind.
National Blood Donor Month.
Wow. And actually,
Yes.
that's very important as well, because you know that every year they need blood, they need donors. And do you know what is your type? I don't remember my type.
I am O positive.
Okay.
O negative is I think it's the least common, but the most desirable, because O negative can donate to anybody. In an emergency, if they don't know your blood type, they can always give O negative blood. O positive blood is the second most desirable, because I can donate to anybody who has a positive blood type.
That is amazing that you know all that, and you also know that every time that you donate blood, you can save 3 people.
Yeah.
That's
It's
amazing.
something like every few seconds somebody in the United States needs blood. And I was one of those people at one point. When I had Adrian, I started to hemorrhage, so I had 2 blood transfusions.
So we encourage everyone.
That's actually why I know my blood type.
That's why, because I don't remember mine. But that's why we encourage all of you guys, since today we have a great show helping our community. This is another way to help people, just be a donor, you know?
Yeah, you can
Love
donate
it.
blood, you can donate plasma or platelets. They need all of it, and it's important, and you would be saving people. So just do it.
Yes, love that. Well, it was really nice to come back. To be honest, I was a little bit click with my Spanish and coming back to the English language, but I love it. You know, guys, you know me.
You know, here's the thing. For anybody watching and you don't know, Spanish is Patricia's first language. So whenever she's talking and you're seeing her thinking, it's because she is translating in her head to her
Yes.
second language. So props to you.
Thank you.
I couldn't do that. I'd be like,
It's like a little processor right here. Everything comes this way, and you have to deliver it on the English. It's just amazing. It's just when you are on vacation, you disconnect for a little bit, but then you just catch up really quick. But it was great. And it's
welcome
so
back,
much,
Mama.
Thank you so much. And it's so much great also to invite you guys to follow us on social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, under Living 757. 2025 comes with a lot of things. Yes?
That's right. And you can always send us ideas for segments to share at living757.com. It's right across the bottom of your screen. You can also just get that QR code, and that will take you to all of the above.
Yes.
We have to say goodbye, but like always, we're going to leave you with an amazing local performance. This is Raspy Soul with Love Jones.
Bye.
Someone like you don't come round all the time. Knew I had to back that. Girl, for me, it was real love at first sight. Knew I had to have that. Now I gotta love Jones. For you. Gotta love Jones. For you. school in the morning. I wanna love you like the melody of your favorite 90s song. If you ain't the truth, I don't know what is, but you just got it going on. Someone like you don't come round all the time. Do I have to beg that? Girl, for me, it was real love at first sight. Do I have to have that? Now I gotta love Jones. For you. Gotta love Jones. For you. Go get your paper. You're my Gina. That means nothing in this world can come between us. I wanna love you like the melody of your favorite 90s song. If you ain't the truth, I don't know what is, but you just got it going on. Someone like you don't come round all the time. Do I have to beg that? Girl, for me, it was real love at first sight. Do I have to have that? Now I gotta love Jones. For you. Gotta love Jones.